Welcome back to my channel.
Carly says, welcome back to my channel. We need to have a wand. Boop, welcome back. Okay, so today we are going to review what we did last time because that was kind of a disaster because the Wi-Fi went out. That's only going to take us a little bit of time, and then I'm giving you the rest of the period to get your quizzes caught up. Know what I'm saying? So you do have a quiz today that goes along with what we're reviewing. So we're reviewing the quiz that goes along with this worksheet that I brought you is 7 questions, and then you will use the rest of the period to get caught up because lots of you guys have the last quiz to do. Yes? Okay, so we're not in our notebook today, but you might want to look at page 50 and page 51 to review what these things are if you've forgotten. So that's where we're at. Okay, the first one that we have is a really weird W, right? We talked about last time how they're either a roller coaster or like a W or an M. So this one's one of these guys. We got to answer some questions about him. Okay, first question, what are the zeros of the graph? So we want to go down to our x-axis, so I'm going to highlight that. And you want to write down all of the numbers that are with a 0. So in this case, -1 is a 0. So we're going to write that down. -1, comma. What's our next 0? 1. What's our next 0? 2. You sound like Count Dracula. Okay, next one is an increasing, decreasing, constant question. So they're saying from the point 1.781 to infinity, what is the graph doing? So you go down to 1.781, and as you move toward infinity, which direction are you going? Up. So we are increasing. End behavior, that's literally what your graph doing at the ends or where the arrows are at. So we have up and what? Up. Number of maxima is the number of high points you see on the graph. How many high points are there? 1. This is your maxima. This point right here is your maxima. How many minima do you have then?
1.
No. 2. Remember, it's the low points that you can see. So 2. Those are also called turning points. Like this minima is where your graph goes from down to up. This maxima is where your graph goes from up to down. And then this minima is down to up. So these equal your number of turning points. So there's 3 turning points. Okay, this one's a little bit tougher. How many increasing intervals do we have? 2. Do you guys agree? Can you see them? So I'll highlight. Here's 1. Here's the other. Those are your increasing intervals. How many are decreasing? 2. This guy and this guy. That whole thing all the way down from there to there is 1 interval. Is this jogging your memory a little bit from last time? Okay. Next one. Is this a W or a roller coaster? It's a roller coaster. Hugo was right. Look, because look at your end behavior. Your end behavior is up, down. So that guy is a roller coaster. Okay, what are the zeros? This time we have 3. Which one should I write down first? Great. Great. The local max, this time they want the point. So our local max, we're going to write down as 0,8. That's this point right here. Our local min, well, we have 2. That both of these points on the weird W looking thing. You guys see those? So let's just list those together. We have a -2, 0, and a -1, 0. Okay, how many increasing intervals do we have? 2. 1 right here, and 1 right here. Decreasing. 1, 2, 3. Oh, it goes all the way. 3. Okay, let's see how many turning points we have. We have 1 here, because it goes down to up. 2, up to down. 3, down to up. 4, up to down. So 4 turning points. What are you whispering about, Carly? Their claws, man hates them. Yeah, they're good for pointing though, family. He's like, I've never understood those stabby nails, and I said, they were like $4. I just wanted to give them a try. Okay, do you feel okay about this one? Yeah? Okay, one more. This one's slightly more complicated, but I'm going to walk you through it. So step number 1 is listing our zeros. So we have 0, 2, and 3. Are you okay with that so far? Okay, now it wants you to write this in factored form. So in order to do that, we use these zeros as our guide. So if we have a solution of 0, what that means is that x equals 0. So this factor is just x. So the variable that goes with 0 is x. Okay, parenthesis. This guy is x equals 2. So what did he start out as? Do you guys remember how to do that? He started out as x minus 2. Does that sound vaguely familiar? Because if he is a if he is a positive 2, that means that he started as an x minus 2. And the way that we got positive 2 is because we had to add this to the other side. Does that make a little bit of sense? So then what is this one? If x is 3, what did he start out as? X minus 3. So your factored form is x for this 0. x minus 2 for this 2, x minus 3 for this 3. It's been a while since we talked about that. Now what they want us to do is all the way down here, they want us to take that from factored form to standard form. That was a horrible straight line. Let's try to fix that. So let's try to remind ourselves what that means. So in last time's notes, I have, this is what factored form looks like. This is what standard form looks like. So we're going to have to multiply this thing out. But it won't be too bad. So, first step, you just multiply in or distribute in that x. So what's x times x? X squared. Hugo, killing it today. X, no, that was a compliment. That was a genuine compliment. X times negative 2. No? What's the sign? Okay, you finally got there. Good. Good job. Negative 2x. Remember, we put parentheses around that and then drop down this factor that we had over here. So remember, we had this guy hanging out here, so now we got to bring him down. So we got to double distribute. What is x squared times x? X cubed. X squared times negative 3? Negative 3x squared. Negative 2 times x? Negative 2x times negative 3. 6x, what's our sign though? Plus, good job, Zach. Last step is you got to combine the two middle terms. So x cubed, what's a negative 3 plus a negative 2? Negative 5x squared plus 6x. So this guy is factored form. He's kind of hard to see because I wrote all this stuff around him. The very bottom one is standard form. So on the 7-question quiz that you have today, there's nothing on that quiz that is not on this paper. Everything on the quiz is something that we've talked about here on this little review sheet. So for 3, I think this is actually 4-4. You can use these, well, for 4-3 and 4-4, you can use these notes to help you with that. Yes? I'm going to be doing a mix of walking and working. So you get 3, do 3, 4 first, and then go back through and start finishing quizzes. Okay? Okay, go.